This is a continuation of my bookshelf tour. It is part 2, which is my unhaul. As I said in that video, I am in the process of narrowing down my books to get to like the core favorites or the stuff I'm really interested in, because as you saw by the book tour video, I'm very disorganized and I'm kind of drowning in books, and it's time. It's time that I did some unhauling. It's hard though. I already, before the video started, I took 2 books out of the get rid of pile and put them back on my shelf. So we'll see. If anyone has any tips that make it easier to let go of books, or like a system that works for them, share. Okay, on to books I'm getting rid of. So this is the first, like this was like, you know when you like look at yourself and you're like, I don't really care about that book, why do I still have it? That's what this call was. It was like kind of a like, oh, like I didn't even like that. I just have it on my shelf because people have that book on their shelf. So it was quite easy. This was quite an easy first over, but again, I already took 2 of them and put them back, so maybe it's not easy. I don't know. This first pile is things I have already read and I do not think that I will read again, either because it wasn't good or just I read it and it was good, but I don't see myself reading again. Like Jasper Ford. I'm not gonna read this again, but I find him delightful. Or this Macy Dobbs. I found that really good, and I probably want to read some of the other ones from that series, but I'm not gonna read this particular one again. It's not necessary, so I might as well get rid of it. This I had for school. Jack Kerouac. I'm not 19 years old anymore. Let it go. American Psycho, you know, the stuff I've read, and I'm not that interested in keeping. So the second pile is books that Matt is going to keep for me or for himself because he thinks I might go back on what I said. These are double, so I won't have to worry about that. I have other copies of these now. White Teeth. I haven't actually read it. It's that it takes up a lot of space on my shelf and it's easy to find. So when I'm ready to read it, I can probably go to any library and find it. So that's why I decided to get rid of that. In A Skin of a Lion, I love this book. I think it's great, but I don't see myself ever reading it again, so I figure I might as well get rid of it. The Marriage Plot, I bought this because I'm writing something that was sparked by this, but I don't really need to read the text again. Also, it's quite easy to find, so if I do want to read it again, I can find it. The Dinner was actually, I think that was Matt's to begin with. Also, I loved it. I want him to read it, so I've kind of given it back. The Visible Man. I really love Chuck Klosterman. I think he's a great essayist, but his novels, it's cutie tried, but they're not that great. Then this Atwood, just not really that interested in it. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Just not really interested. This pile is just shitty books, kind of. Not all of them. This I could get in any library. This, I liked the movie a lot. Joe College is garbage. These 2 Tom Perotas are pretty good. I know that I can find them places. This was kind of crummy. Object of Beauty is cute. I might not get rid of this one. I liked it. And the cover's really beautiful. I'm never gonna read it. Yeah, this is just kind of like hodgepodge pile of just stuff I'm not really interested in. Hemingway, I'm never gonna read Hemingway. I'm not. He's such a man. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, that's it. That's my first unhaul. It's a lot of just, I've read it and it was okay, but it's not, I don't need to keep it. Like, I love Tom Perrotta, but like I don't need to keep those. So that's how I did it to begin with. Already I'm getting, like, looking at these books though, I'm getting separation anxiety, so this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard journey getting this book collection down to I'm not gonna say reasonable, because what's reasonable or not reasonable? Nothing. We don't, like, Matt's got books floor to ceiling. I move a lot So having that big of a book collection is not reasonable at this point. So I gotta get it down. Gotta do it, guys. Help me. Help me do this. Gotta let some things go. So that's it. That's my unhaul. There'll be another one when I do my next big cull, which will I'm gonna try and do one a month, you know, to slowly get it down. Okay.